And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG football, and we're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. And folks, we're the only show that combines real sports, traditional sports, and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League. Free agency is here. It is open, a lot of new faces and new places. We'll talk the latest with the NFL. Also have a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes here playing EA Sports Madden NFL 26. As we come to you on the platforms of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network, ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG football, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. All right, we're coming inside here, folks. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG football, ISG college football, and of course, at the end of the week, it is always ISG basketball. Good to be back here talking the latest in the world of the NFL. The combine is over. We are now in the new league year, 2026. We'll be crowning another champion next February for Super Bowl 61. We're talking the latest in the world of the NFL, and as you know, free agency, it is here. A lot of big moves, and we had some breaking news on Tuesday night, man. The Ravens and Raiders trade with Maxx Crosby, that thing is now off. We'll talk about all of that as we talk the latest in the world of the NFL. Also, we got a couple games that are playing for cash and prizes. But shout out to the good folks right here at Pizza Masters, located here in New Jersey, 532 Broadway in beautiful Bayonne, New Jersey. Everyone is family here at Pizza Masters. Enjoy a home-style cooking in a warm and relaxed atmosphere. You can eat in, you can take out, or deliver. You can create your own pizza, traditional, deep dish, or gourmet. They got calzones. Look at there. Look at the options there. Salads, appetizers, soups, veal dinners, seafood, poultry, hot and cold sandwiches, pastas. It's all there, folks. And we go around the corner here, you'll see the beautiful wine bar as well. So, yes, they got the vino ready for you as well. They're open 7 days a week, every single day of the week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Check them out. Pizza Masters in Bayonne, New Jersey. Everyone is family at Pizza Masters. Enjoy home-style cooking in a warm and relaxed atmosphere. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There he is to the left of me. You see that last name, Ridley. That is Cameron Ridley, my oldest son, former minor league baseball player. Also played in college. Cam, what's up, man? You down in, where are you at? Tampa, St. Pete? Where you at?
Tampa, Florida, man. It's beautiful weather. I heard you guys got some good weather up there, too. So
we did, finally.
Too jealous. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, we were what, 74, 75?
That's perfect. Perfect weather right there.
Come on now.
Yeah. But I mean, it's going to be right back down this weekend, like high 40s.
That's Northeast, man. That's how it is.
That's how it is. That's our spring. It's warm or it's really cold at some points. Peace up, A down. She's in the A town. There she is, Andrea Richmond, sports reporter in Atlanta. How are you, kind ma'am?
You know what? I'm just dodging Tua Tagovailoa passes. And also, too, hey, at least for my team, we got Geno back. So I believe in Seven God. I think he's actually going to ruin our chances of getting a great quarterback in this draft. But maybe he'll do decently. So, hey.
Going back to his roots, was drafted by the Jets in 2013. I believe he left in 2015, or he lost the starting job in 2015. Yes. Remember that, the offseason? The IK Impale, yes, with the punch there, and Ryan Fitzpatrick took over. That was the last time the Jets had a winning record, 2015.
Yes.
They went 10-6 that year.
And I feel like he could have done the same thing as Ryan, so let's see if he could do a little bit with this squad, but I actually don't because we need a draft pick. It's a weird situation. I don't know, but I believe in Geno. That's what I do know.
Hey, man. Jets, Jets. All right, guys, you ready to talk the latest in the world of the NFL? Have a little gaming to go on the side as well?
Let's do it.
Let's take a look at the rundown here, and we're powered here by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. There are reports, folks, as we talk the latest in the world of the NFL. Dak Prescott, the wedding called off. Allegedly over a prenup now. The two parties say that's, or at least one of the parties, the ex-fiance. She says that's not true. We'll talk about that. Maxx Crosby, heard about that, the trade with the Ravens and the Raiders. That has been called off. We'll get into all of that. Malik Willis going from Green Bay to Miami. Tua Tagovailoa leaving Miami, going to the ATL, and Travis Kelce coming back to play with the Chiefs, and of course the Chiefs also getting the Super Bowl MVP. Let's take a look at the rules. We've got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes, playing EA Sports Madden NFL 26. It's all band competitive game style. We like to call that head-to-head. Current rosters, we call those regs or regular teams. All 32 NFL teams are available. 5-minute quarters, King of the format. You win, you do stay on the stakes. How about the prizes? All about that shmoney. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets $40. The runner-up runs out this piece with $10 in cash. And folks, if you win 4 straight weeks, and it does get really progressively harder, you can win a zip chair, folks, an NFL licensed zip chair. Go to zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. They got all sorts of things that you need there, man. They got more than just gaming chairs. They got gaming desks, sofa stools, and everything. They got all the NFL teams, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, NCAA teams as well, and also any custom pieces you might want. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, the marketing lady, been rocking with us for 6 years. They're located on Strong Island. Also, when you win your first zip chair, you get an official ISG t-shirt. The store is open, guys, 24 hours a day. Check us out now. We got t-shirts and hoodies there. I know it's getting warm, so we got about 3 dozen different types of t-shirts. You can check us out there at theisgshow.com/shop. All right, how about the matchup here? So about these two individuals playing for cash and prizes. Notice I didn't say 2 young men because we got a little lady playing tonight. Yes, representing all the young ladies out there and the females out there. A little lady playing with the Ravens, and FearTheHuskers, our current King of the Hill, is our champion, playing with the Chiefs. Quick profiles of these two. We'll start with the little lady. She is from the great state of Tennessee. She's a volunteer. Wendy Fleming from Chattanooga, maybe Hamilton County. Not going to talk about her age. She's in financial services, a supervisor there, and of course, represents the country in esports, 2K21 United States basketball national team gold medalist. How about our King of the Hill, our current champion? He is Robert Neely, FearTheHuskers. Where is he from? Omaha. 27 years of age, a civil engineer, currently working on the tallest structure in the Omaha region, a 6-time ISG Madden champ. All right, let's take a look at the standings here. They're brought to you by, as we take a look at these picks here, brought to you by MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop, take the world by sweet storm with that pink bag promise. Folks, you see that pink bag in your local grocery store, you got to understand you're getting high quality produce. And folks, they got more than just these sweet grapes. They got about 20 different varieties of those grapes. They also have pressed juices online as well. Check them out online, MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. There you can see the records here. Andrea Richmond doing a very good job. She's 21-19. And everybody else, I'm under 500. This is crazy. I got to get back on my game. Let's go ahead and bring everybody in. Who you got, Andrea? You going with little lady playing with the Ravens or Huskers playing with the Chiefs? Those are the 2 teams they picked because of the stories that we're talking about here with the topics. Your thoughts?
Well, make no mistake about the name. A little lady knows a lot of ball and actually played Huskers very close last time we saw him. But guys, his full name, in case you didn't know, is FearTheHuskers. And guess what? I still do, right? Has ranked a lot of people in this league, and I think he's going to continue to do that tonight. So I have to go with Huskers. But little lady is sure to keep up.
All right, I know, Cam, you're going to probably go with Robert Neely as well because he helped you get a win last time, right?
Yeah, so shout out him, man. He got me my first win. Hopefully he can give me my second. I'm also going to go with FearTheHuskers. Even though little lady, I've seen her play. She's really, really good. I think it's going to be a good game, but I got to go with the champ here, man.
All right, so this game, Ravens and Chiefs, this game's in the Big Crab Cake, as we like to call Baltimore. You know what? I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. Little ladies from Chattanooga. I got to do it, man. I'm going with the heart. Typically, you got to go with the head.
Tennessean.
But I'm going to go with the heart. Give me a little lady, Wendy Fleming, playing with those Ravens. All right, let's go ahead and lock it up. There he is, Huskers, our King of the Hill, a bad dude, playing with the Chiefs. And there she is, a little lady, playing with the Ravens. Good luck, guys. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game and the best man win. And let's do it, guys, right here on NESN Nation of Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Let's go. And folks, that pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social, 3 locations where Brooklyn at. You got BK, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. This is a sports bar and indoor golf lounge with 16 total bays. You got 15 bays and 1 huge VIP suite. Got those simulators and those suites there. This is where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses. It is a true experience. And folks, it's more than just an indoor golf lounge. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. We're here inside Pizza Masters, man. Everyone is family here at Pizza Masters, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football. And, of course, we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. Speaking of gaming, we're talking the latest in the world, the NFL. Got a couple of gamers here playing Madden 26 for cash and prizes. Middle of the screen on the right-hand side, that is Huskers. He is playing with the Chiefs. He is our King of the Hill. He's our champion. He is on defense. Who has the ball? A little lady. She's the challenger, playing with the Ravens. Chiefs versus Ravens. They took the 2 teams they wanted from all the stories that we're talking about. No games in the NFL free agency is here. I got Cam Ridley, my oldest son here, former minor league baseball player, top right-hand on the screen. That is Andrea Richmond, Peace Up, A-Down. She's a sports reporter from the A-Town. All right, guys, let's get to these topics here. And the biggest story in the NFL, besides off the field, besides the NFL free agency and the free agency frenzy, Dak Prescott. What is going on here with Dak Prescott? There was a wedding that has been called off with Dak Prescott and his ex-fiance. That's what she is now, the ex-fiance, Sarah Jane Ramos. They got engaged, I believe, October of 2024. The wedding was supposed to take place next month in Italy. And I guess the relationship's been ended here. And look, both of these guys, there was a bachelorette and a bachelor party at the same time in the Bahamas recently here. I guess they had some issues there and everything was called up. They have 2 kids together, a couple of girls, one 2 years of age and one 10 months. But it's the prenup. Now, they say it's not about that, but there's a lot of reports about that. We want to talk about this since it is something that is percolating out there in the world. We'll start with you, Andrew Richmond. Your thoughts here on a prenup being a sort of disqualifier, if you will, for marriage. A lot of guys are for it, and a lot of women are like, oh, you're not really about that life. You're not really about marriage.
Well, it depends on who the partner is, too, because I'm sure that if Taylor Swift got a prenup for Travis Kelce, it would be, another discussion, right? Depends on who's higher, earner, what's going on in different types.
And 95% of the time it's the man, but you're right.
It depends on the situation, right? In this case, Dak Prescott, he's making a lot of money. I won't. First of all, the fact that the timing of this came around the time of the Bachelorette plus bachelor party really kind of.
Why are they doing a bachelorette and a bachelor party together?
I have no idea.
There's drinking, there's like infidelity stuff, and when people start drinking, the truth gets out and it hurts.
Man, and in those situations, both parties, right, for the bachelorette and bachelor side, like it's their last time really being quote unquote in the open market. So people do some crazy wild stuff during those times. And if you're having it together joint, you're probably going to see some things that'll make you question the integrity of what you're about to do. So that's why it's crazy. Obviously, you want to have trust in your partner to feel like things aren't going to go down, but I don't know. It's the last night, so crazy things could happen. That being said, I hope that this isn't strictly just because of the prenup. I mean, I feel like it's just more.
Now, once again, Sarah says it is not, to be clear.
Yes. No, I hope it's not. In general, I feel like it's best to. Marriage is more than just love. It's also a financial commitment. And there are times, like, I know people in my family who are women who got screwed over because, like, the guy was doing crazy stuff in finances as well. There are things that happen.
Women do crazy stuff, too, just throwing it out there.
No, and they do, right? Absolutely, right? But, like, it's a situation in which you want to be as separated as possible financially in order to save you in case other things happen, because this has happened to friends also too, decided to like have a joint house together. Splitting of assets is always crazy. So I'm hoping that didn't cause issue and that I'm hoping none of this was because of something that happened at the bachelorette party either, but it's always sad when you see a long-term relationship just fizzle out. So sad stuff.
Well, of course, this relationship was ended. I guess they got together in 2023. He proposed and they had an engagement that was set in 2024. Wedding was supposed to be next month in Italy. Cam, your thoughts here? Look, I mean, it seems like it was trouble in paradise, if you will, all along. So they're not saying it's about the prenup. We're all focused on that. Dak Prescott had that new deal a couple of years ago, $250 million. Yeah. But look, to be fair and to be transparent, she comes from a little bit of money as well, and she's done well for herself as well. But we're focused on the prenup part.
Yeah, I think the prenup is just kind of the cherry on top. Like you said, I think they've had issues before in the past, and it's kind of led up to the dismemberment of the two. But Dak, like you said, he signed a $240 million contract. When you're splitting assets like that, you got to protect yourself. But I thought, maybe they could have got that taken care of before the engagement, before you start making that commitment, before you start planning the wedding. Maybe that's when you talk about the prenup, not, later and wait. And I think, Andrea's right. Something happened during that bachelor party because it obviously makes sense why, you know, they're not.
Or the truth got amplified.
Yeah, somebody said something about something bad past, or, you know, he found out something he didn't like, or she found out something he didn't like,
right.
something like that. But it's just sad to see that, you know, these two are going to be, you know, losing each other because of, you know, something so small in some people's opinion.
Yeah, maybe there was some reconciliation there. They can reconcile. You know, there was some scrubbing of social media a little bit, but maybe for the sake of the girls, maybe they can work this out. Maybe if it is about the prenup, and I don't think that it's totally not about that. I just don't believe that. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe we can see if they can, you know, sort of work this out. And of course, Dak Prescott and the guys, you know, they're trying to get back to the playoffs, trying to win the Super Bowl. This is the prime of his career. So hopefully, you know, they can support each other. And we'll see, man. I don't know. Maybe get back together. If not, definitely take care of those two girls. Once again, the ages of the two young girls, just 2 years of age, and I believe just 10 months. So with the two kids that they have there. Once again, got engaged October of 2024. Wedding was supposed to take place next month in Italy, but that has been called off after a whirlwind bachelor and bachelorette party, dual parties in the Bahamas just a few weeks ago. Then a few days later, wedding is off. All right, we'll keep an eye on Dak Prescott. Keep an eye on this Madden game here. Tied at 7 here in the second quarter here between Huskers, middle of the screen. They're playing with the Chiefs. They're in white. Little Lady is the challenger. She's playing with the Ravens. They are in the purple jerseys. She's got the ball and a tie ball game here in the second quarter. That first quarter brought to you by good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Good food, great atmosphere, great affordable drinks. Libations, folks, are happily flowing with happy hour, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows. You've seen that. Been watching the show every other Tuesday. Love the costumes and the sombreros, the hats there. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights on the weekends too. They got the beautiful patio. The Golden Eagle is landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey, folks. Online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. We're back here inside of Pizza Masters, located in beautiful Bayonne, New Jersey, 532 Broadway. Everyone is a family here in Pizza Masters and the family at Pizza Masters. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the NFL. Yes, free agency, the frenzy, it is here. Also got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes. Bottom of the 10th corner of your screen, that is Huskers playing with the Chiefs. He's our king of the hill. He's down here about 6 points, notably, to a little lady, our challenger, playing with the Ravens. They're playing EA Sports Madden NFL 26. We're talking the latest in the world of the NFL. Got Cam Ridley, top left-hand corner of the screen right there. He is a former minor league baseball player. Also, my oldest son. And to the right there, there's Andrea Richmond, top right-hand corner of the screen. She's the sports reporter from Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL topics. And let's talk here about the biggest story on the field. That is Maxx Crosby. Of course, the Raiders traded Maxx Crosby to the Ravens. You know, the Ravens give up 2 first-round picks, one in 2026 and one in 2027. So after the 5-time Pro Bowler leaving Vegas to go to Baltimore, let's listen to, of course, Maxx Crosby. This is before the trade was nullified and backed out of by the Baltimore Ravens. Let's listen to Maxx Crosby celebrating, talking about leaving the Raiders and joining a team in Baltimore that could win the Super Bowl. Here's Maxx Crosby on his podcast, The Rush with Maxx Crosby. Take a listen.
It's a new day. I'm going to Baltimore, Flock Nation, everybody in the whole city of Baltimore. I got a lot to learn. Everything is going to be new to me, and I'm excited in attacking this head on like I do everything else. The fans there, I'm not going to sit here and make a bunch of grand, you know, predictions and anything of that nature. I'm going there with one purpose, and that's to help this team get to where it needs to be and where everybody wants to go, and that's winning the Super Bowl.
So that was Maxx Crosby literally just days ago on his own podcast, The Rush. They're talking about he wanted to, you know, still he's always going to be a Raider for life, would like to go back there one day and maybe retire, has zero ill will towards the Raiders, but looking ahead towards playing with the Ravens and wanting to win a Super Bowl there. That is not going to happen. Late Tuesday night, the Ravens backing out of this trade with the Raiders. They looked at the medicals, didn't like what they saw. Of course, remember he had the meniscus surgery a couple of months ago in January, missed the last game for the Raiders there, last game or two for the Vegas Raiders there. So the Ravens are like, hey, we're going to, you know, nullify this trade. And they can't do that because they had until Wednesday at 4 p.m. when trades become official with the new league here. Your thoughts here, Cam? This just blew me out of the water, man.
Yeah.
I was shocked when I saw it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, he spent 12 of the 13 minutes on his podcast talking about his love for the Raiders. And then there's a Tom Brady point. He didn't want to trade him to the Patriots because, I don't know, he's got this thing against the Patriots. What the hell is going on in Vegas?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Apparently something's going on with that knee because he didn't pass the physical is kind of what we're hearing. The Ravens, obviously, saw something and, backed out of the trade. But I thought the trade was good for both sides. I mean, the first round pick, the Raiders got the first pick in the draft, and they also would have had the 14th. That'd have been really good for their future endeavors. But, Maxx Crosby, I don't know if they have the money to pay him now with all the free agent moves that they've made and stuff like that. So we'll see. But I don't know if he wants to be a Raiders anymore. But I know he's a good player. I do know that. He's one of the best.
Zero ill will towards the Raiders. He thanked the Raiders. Said he wanted to be a Raider for life. Would like to go back there and retire a Raider when the time comes. The time is now. You can finish your career playing in Las Vegas and you're Richmond.
Welcome back, my friend. You thought you were going to go ahead. Welcome back. You thought it was going to take you probably a couple years. Well, it took you a couple seconds, honestly. It's really unfortunate because Maxx Crosby is one of the most dominant players in the league when he is healthy. But apparently that knee must be still falling off the bone if they are not going to go ahead and take him, especially because Baltimore has been needing a pass rusher for a very long time. There's a reason why the very conservative Baltimore based GMs, they don't make splash moves. They sought out Maxx Crosby because they know that's something that they need to do and eventually try to go all in with Lamar and crew. But unfortunately, this not only ruins plans for the Raiders, who, as Cam talked about, they don't have the money to pay for him. They already bought some players in free agency. Now they're left in the bind. And also, too, now the Ravens are left in the bind because a lot of the top pass rushers are out of the market. And they've also allowed a lot of players like Lindenbaum,
Linderbaum went to Vegas.
The Raiders.
Went to the Raiders.
Highest paid interior offensive lineman in the history of the National Football League.
And you also have Lively's now gone to New York. So now you have players that you would have, Pat Ricard also, that just dropped too. Pat Ricard just left. So a lot of players that you would have retained are now gone. And they're left in the bind. I'm not sure if they can reconcile this. And if they do, obviously it would probably be for less assets. But right now, both teams don't like what's happening, but according to Baltimore, they really don't like what's happening.
No, one team really don't like what's happening.
Yes.
That'd be Vegas. Cam, I mean, dude, I don't think I've seen trades be, sort of nullified because of, you have to pass the physical. People forget about that part.
Yeah.
But the Raiders, the Ravens, you got to know what you were getting. The guy just had knee surgery. Yeah. So I don't know about this one, man.
It's very surprising.
I think the Raiders may have gotten done dirty right here. I mean, they're left holding the bag here, man. This is a bad look.
Like I said, they spent a lot of money day one, and Maxx Crosby is going to be looking for an extension with them, and they don't have the money for him, to be honest. So it's going to be a real
he
tough
just had
spot.
the deal. What was it, about 2 years ago, right? He just had that new deal, $100+ million for 3 years. So he's making 30, like somewhere around there.
Yeah, but I don't even know who else they would trade him to with this, getting nullified, because now they know that he's not passing physicals. So they got to keep him.
Well, that's the thing. Do they keep him? I don't think they can keep him because, like you talked about, the money. So at this point, they have to trade him for much less than they would have gotten in return. Now
NFL's going to have to jump in here. They're going to have to jump in here. But the Ravens,
NFL's going to get involved.
According to the letter of the law, they are allowed to do this because the new league year doesn't start till Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. So technically, I guess they're right. Here's my thing is, do you think the Ravens may have said, you know what, 2 first-rounders?
Yes.
Change their mind.
Change their mind on that.
Yeah.
I think it was that. I think they saw the condition that he was in, and maybe we've seen also in these trades where sometimes they don't pass a physical immediately, but things are worked out, and then it
sort of like they can renegotiate almost. Yeah.
Yes, they renegotiate. I think that might have to be the only thing that the Raiders can do at this point: either renegotiate with the Ravens or to go somewhere else, because as we talked about, they don't have the money, and they expect.
And who's going to give up 2
be
first-round
gone.
picks right now?
Yeah,
You know, and so at this point, they're not going to get those 2 first-round picks. That's pretty obvious. But they're probably looking for something, either a second rounder, maybe it could still get a first. I don't know. But obviously, you're not going to get much. But I don't know. Maybe you could still get something with the fact that most of these other pass rushers are gone. So maybe they could flip it in that regard. Tough spot to be in.
I wonder how Maxx Crosby is feeling. Do you really think he's sad about staying in Vegas?
After saying what he was saying, he was excited to go into a contender, man. So we'll see.
Well, I mean, but he was also sad that he was leaving the silver and black. He thanked Al Davis. He thanked Mr. Davis. He thanked everybody in the whole damn organization.
And let's be honest, nobody likes to move. Like, I don't care who you are, you do not like to move, okay? So maybe he's cool chilling in his little basketball court where he can still put up shots. You know?
I'm going to be cynical here. I think the Ravens looked at that and said, really, dude, on your podcast, all you did was show love for the silver and black. The autumn wind is a Raider. I mean, was he listening to watching old John Facenda freaking videos and stuff?
Hey, man, those are goated. So maybe he was getting into that, okay? I don't know anyone who didn't grow up with that. I was like, you know what? Maybe I do like the Raiders. All right, let me put on some black and gold.
My producer's like, goes to the post. No, he's Ghost. He's out of Baltimore now and heading back to Vegas. We'll keep an eye on that, man. This is going to be fascinating to watch that here over the next few days. All right, guys, we're keeping an eye on this Mad Gang. Has a lead, the King of the Hill, bottom left-hand corner of the screen. That is Huskers playing with the Chiefs. He's up by 1 here. The little lady playing with the Ravens. She's the challenger, bottom right hand on the screen. A 1-point game here in the third quarter. That second quarter brought to you by good friends at Mona Lisa Pizzeria, located also in New Jersey. Been around for nearly 25 years, folks. The best pizzeria you'll find in Bayonne. They're famous for their specialty pizzas, especially buffalo chicken. And Mona Lisa is also unapologetically, folks, Italian. We're talking about rich, hearty flavors of Italian cuisine, full menu, whether you're looking for Italian dinners or even a quick lunch. Look at all the options you have right there, folks. They got it all. Burgers, wraps, soup, salads, calzones, seafood, desserts, and more. They also got the Da Vinci room for your boutique-style catering and your luxury events, and they also have the garden as well. Check them out online, BayonneMonaLisa.com. We're back here inside of Pizza Masters, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Everyone is family here at Pizza Masters. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. I am not family, but that is my family right there. Cam Ridley got the same last name, my oldest son, former minor league baseball player. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League. This is ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Also got Andrea Richmond in the middle of the screen there on the right-hand side. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Talking the latest in the world of the NFL. Also got a couple of gamers here, as you can see on the screen, playing for cash and prizes. Our King of the Hill, our champion, just scored, playing with the Chiefs, bottom left-hand corner of the screen. That is Huskers. Our challenger, bottom right-hand corner of the screen, that is a little lady. She's playing with the Ravens. She is down by 8 points here in the third quarter. All right, back to the NFL subjects and talk here. Guys, a lot of free agency moves going on this weekend. A lot of money has been spent. I think like over $1 billion in the first 24 to 48 hours. How about Malik Willis going from the Green Bay Packers to a place that he should be familiar with now with the Miami Dolphins? Of course, just a couple of starts, I believe 3 starts over the last, 2 years. He had 1 start last year. I believe he threw for a couple of starts last year, right? I think he started 3 games for Green Bay the last 2 years. I think he threw for like 300 or 400 yards, ran for another 100 yards, had like 4 touchdowns. So he had a really good year last season. Gets 3 years, $67.5 million here, $45 million guaranteed. They got the new coach down there, Jeff Hafley with the Dolphins, came from Green Bay. Their new GM also worked in the front office with the Packers with John Eric Sullivan. Andrea, this was just like right, man. Too much like right. It had to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, your former assistant coach going ahead and going to the spot where he wants to be. It was interesting. Malik allegedly had an offer from the Jets and said it was quote unquote career suicide, which hurts me as a Jets fan. That is always
he used those words.
Malik.
I know he was on Pat McAfee. Did he say that?
I don't think he said that, but that was leaked somewhere in the media. So who knows if that's right or not.
Now, that's strong and aggressive language right there.
But it's true. But it's true, honestly. As the biggest Malik Willis fan, I said that he was going to be the best quarterback of that draft. Unfortunately, and like nobody was really good that draft, to be fair. But obviously, he's taken a step. He's sat behind Jordan Love and crew, went to Green Bay, and Green Bay is a great developer of a lot of quarterbacks. And I feel like he's going to show people just exactly what type of quarterback he could be. Unfortunately, didn't get a lot of room to really test out his skills at Tennessee. But with a coach that does believe in him, with an amount of money where he has to be believed in at this point, and also a division where it does have teams like the Bills, it does have teams like the Patriots, at least considering the fact that the Dolphins just had Tua Tagovailoa, they're looking for quarterbacks who have a great arm, who do have an ability to, create explosive plays. So I feel like there's some built-in patience with him going to the Dolphins. Will it be all rosy and great? Who knows?
Unicorns and rainbows? Yeah, you might see some rainbows in Miami. Of course.
I mean, maybe after the rain, storms do shine and the sun can shine through. But Miami does have a history, so hopefully he'll be able to overcome that. But at least he has a coach who believes in him, so there's a chance for Malik to be great.
That's true. Cam Ridley, third-round pick of your Tennessee Titans there with the two-tone blue in 2022, traded to Green Bay a couple of years there. Look, he's going into a system that he should be very comfortable with. When he was with the Packers, so he's got his old assistant coach there and the GM there as well. You like this fit from him going to Green Bay down the South Florida? I know he's got to love it. You go from Green Bay, probably the least lit city in all of America, the NFL, to the most lit city in all of the NFL.
I think it's a great fit. Just like you said, the assistant coach is already there, so he's already accustomed to the scheme. The thing with it is I'm a Titans fan, so I loved Malik Willis, and I was sad when we let him go, but I'm always going to root for him because I thought he was always a good quarterback. He just didn't have the right fit with us. But down there in Miami, he's got A-Chain, he's got Waddle, he's got a decent O-line. They're not terrible. The only thing I don't like about it is maybe they paid a little too much for somebody who hasn't played a lot, but in their opinion, they had to go get somebody because Tua just wasn't the guy anymore. So they have to do something to be competitive. So this is their mark.
He's the best free agent quarterback on the market right now. That's
true.
where you get that 45.
I still believe in Kyler. I don't care what y'all say. I still believe that Kyler is still a great quarterback, but this is the best young quarterback that doesn't have a history that Kyler
exactly
and maybe we see Kyler with Minnesota, right? There's a lot of talk about Minnesota this weekend. Now look, maybe Kyler, maybe reconsider maybe going to Vegas with the Raiders. Maybe Fernando Mendoza sits for a little bit, or maybe you take that job for a whole year.
Don't do that. That's career suicide. Do not do that. If you are Kyler, do not do that. If you hear me, this is too late. Do not do it.
I'm just saying, sometimes you got to have options. What if Minnesota doesn't offer you? You got to go somewhere. But
that's true.
What are your thoughts here, Cam? What do you think Malik Willis does with the Dolphins this year? Give me some sort of.
I think they do well. Do they make the playoffs? Probably not. Just because the Bills and the Pats are in that division, it's hard to make the playoffs.
What is well? Well can be freaking 5 wins, and that looks good.
They'll have more than 5 wins. I give them 7, maybe 8. Maybe 7 or 8.
Oh, really?
I believe in him. I think, like I said, Malik Willis is a good quarterback, and he showed it with the Packers last year. They won really good against really good teams last year when he was playing too. So I think Malik Willis, when he can run and he can throw it, he's only going to get confidence with these guys. So I do believe that they're going to play well. Now, make the playoffs? I don't think so. But
they could have won that game against the Ravens that he played. Filled in for Jordan Love late in the season there. Andrea, your thoughts here? Malik Willis, how will the 2026 campaign go with those Fins?
Probably 8, 9, 7, one of those
6,
around
7?
there when it comes to that 6, 7 when it comes to that record. Listen, you still do have the Patriots and you still do have the Bears in your division, but at least you have the Jets, so that might be 2 built-in wins. Who knows? The way that Geno can quarterback for us, who knows? But you do have a team that at least has a decent defense, sold some pieces, and also did sell some pieces when it comes to the wide receiver market. So I feel like they'll be decent, but winning those upper echelon teams, that'll be a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, absolutely.
See this? That's how many games they're going to win.
3 games?
3.
3 folks?
This is his 3rd team. They'll win 3 games.
Are they worse than the Jets?
3 and 14. Huh?
Are they worse than the Jets than you? Are they worse than the Jets?
I think right now I might take the Jets over the Dolphins. If they played on the neutral site, I would favor the Jets by 1.5 points.
Absolutely not.
Don't tell me that, Larry. Come on now. You're going to have me believe it. Come on. And I know that hope is not
Larry's locks. I'm favoring the New York Jets by 1.5.
That's crazy. I wouldn't even favor the New York Jets.
If they played in the Super Bowl,
no shot.
the Jets would be favored.
go. Jets to the Super Bowl. Let's go.
Yes, we're going back to 1968.
I have to be delusional in some way. You know?
That is true. Former Jet quarterback did win the Super Bowl. We're keeping an eye on this Madden game. And how about this, man? Our King of the Hill starting to pull away a little bit here. Up by 15 now, 28-13, late stages of the third quarter. We keep an eye on the Madden game, the third quarter. Brought to you by good friends at Chubby Sports Bar and Grill, located also in New Jersey. Bayonne's favorite sports bar, great food, good vibes, and a fun atmosphere. We all need a place to relax after work, so why not go with the drink in your hand, right, folks? It's Bayonne's top-rated burgers. You got wings, you got dry rubbed in sauce, grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salty pretzels, and seafood baskets. They're open 6 days a week. So that is Tuesday through Sunday, closed on Mondays, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m., man. They got the day parties, man. You got R&B nights on the weekend, also Latin nights on the weekend. Check them out online, chubbybayonne.com. And we're back here inside of Pizza Masters, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Everyone is family here at Pizza Masters. Enjoy home-style cooking in a warm and relaxed atmosphere. We're relaxed here, talking the latest in the world of the National Football League. I'm Larry Ridley, Sports ISG Football, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show that combines real sports, traditional sports, and gaming at the exact same time. As we talk the latest in the world of the NFL, got a couple gamers who are playing for cash and prizes. In the middle of the screen, that is Huskers, a.k.a. Robert Neely, playing with the Kansas City Chiefs. He's on defense. He's got a 2-score lead here over Little Lady playing with the Baltimore Ravens. They're in the late stages of the third quarter, about to start the fourth quarter here. She's down by 2 scores. She needs to get a score here and also get a stop. Got Cam Ridley here. If you see that last name, that yes, we are related. That is my oldest son, a former minor league baseball player. Top right on the screen, that is Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NBA, the NFL topics. We were just talking about a quarterback that left from Green Bay to go to Miami. Well, what about the quarterback in Miami? He used to be in Miami. That, of course, is Tua Tagovailoa, former Alabama quarterback there. He signed with the Falcons. To sign with the Falcons. It's going to be a 1-year deal here for the veteran minimum. Now, he leaves the Miami Dolphins there, and he leaves them with a hot mess. A $99 million cap hit. I don't think it's going to be spread out over 1 year. I think you can spread it out over 2 years there, but that's like a record. Almost $100 million on a cap hit there. Goes to Atlanta. I love this. You're talking about a left-handed quarterback going indoors in the dome at Mercedes-Benz Stadium there. You got a left-handed quarterback there. Maybe he can play the entire year. We do know that, of course, our guy Mike, he got injured late in November, so he's going to be out probably at least the beginning part of the year. We'll see with the leg injuries that he's had in the ACL. Your thoughts here, Cam? You like Tua going down south? Just 3 hours? Well, I guess to be up from Miami, up 95 and up 75 as well. Your thoughts there going to the ATL?
I liked it. I like the thing. I think it's a prove it type of year for Tua. Everybody's kind of counting him out. And just like you said, they already got a lefty that they had last year. So don't really have to change too much. Plus, they also got Stefanski, who I think is a good quarterback type of coach. You know, he's kind of showed that
because he was a big winner in Cleveland. Stefanski won a lot of games in Cleveland.
Yeah. So
actually, he didn't.
but they have a good all around. They have a good all-around team, though. I think the Falcons, were really close to winning a lot of games last year. They were putting up a lot of points, and they had a lot of losses that were like 1 to 2 score games that just didn't go their way. And I think Tua can possibly give Atlanta that maybe over the hump. And I think they make the playoffs. I think the division's not that strong, and I think the Falcons' defense is really, really good. It's very underrated compared to a lot of other defenses that are good this year, but I like the pick a lot. 1 year, prove it. Let's see what you got to it.
You know this. I don't know if you know this, but didn't they finish tied for the division lead, right? If I'm not mistaken.
They did.
Three-way tie. They last like 3 or 4 games, right? Yeah. So, Cam, you like the Falcons, huh?
I do. I think their defense is stellar. Their defense is, it was almost top 5 last year, so I think they're going to get even better. They have a young defense, too, but Tua, he's got weapons, man. They got Bijan, they got Kyle Pitts, they got Drake London. He's got people to throw to, so it's not like he doesn't have weapons. So they put him in a good spot.
Andrew, you like this? Squish the fish to the dirty birds?
I cannot believe that you guys are excited about this, because after losing out on the Magic City deal, then we had to turn around to the Falcons and to see that they got Tua Tagovailoa. And Larry, you said it. You said it too. If they can stay healthy. in what universe has Tua Tagovailoa?
He's
been
going to be
healthy
indoors,
this
so he's going to play,
year,
what,
man?
8 or 9 games indoors, right? And then you got to go to New Orleans, that's indoors. Tampa, it's sunny. Carolina's not that cold. He's going to play like 12 or 13 games easily in perfect conditions. Maybe 3 or 4 games on the road that might be bad.
He wasn't hurt because it was so cold that his ligaments decided to like get cold and like seize up. It was because his head hit the turf and he could not pass anymore. I'm worried about this, especially because, hey, you have Michael Pierce Jr., who has a history of being injured, and then your backup is also going to be another quarterback. Sure, he's left-handed, but he also has another history of getting injured. Grady Hospital saw this news and got so excited. But
Wow.
We got terrified right now. I think Kevin Stefanski, he has a type of quarterback. He likes quarterbacks who aren't going to take major risks. Tua can perform the boot action, and he's not going to be a big personality in the locker room. I think this is part of the reason why you got him. But I don't see this being a smart decision when you do have a quarterback who is young. You want somebody who's an old vet, who's an Iron Man, who's going to teach him. And I just feel like Tua has been about himself and also about seeing himself play on the field the times that he is healthy enough to do it.
I'm with you. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but they got a chance because they get a third-place schedule. Remember, they tied for the division.
They do get
but
a
technically, they finished third place, so they're going to get that schedule. Like I said, he's going to play a lot of games indoors there, man. Like, he's got weapons. If he can just stay upright, he can move around a little bit. He doesn't need to have a big arm because you're playing indoors. Man, just hand that thing to Bijan like 30 times a game and get out the way, right?
That's how they win.
Yeah, they got Bijan, they got Kyle Pitts, and Drake London. Man, he's got people to throw to. So I think Tua will be all right. And like I said, I don't think the division's that good. The Panthers won it, but I don't think the Panthers were the best team in that division last year, in my opinion.
But let me be a counterpoint. He had players to throw to. He had A-Chain, he had Tyreek, and he had Waddle.
Tyreek for about 3 or 4 weeks.
In Miami.
Yeah.
But he still did have them, and he still didn't perform consistently with them, right? And also, too, that was a weak division, the AFC East. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
The AFC East ain't weak. You got Buffalo and New England. What are you talking about?
Well, now they are, but previously they were not, right?
Yeah. Well,
the Patriots were not that great.
It was just
Buffalo. So,
right.
I'm just saying, I question it. I question it just a little bit. But, hey. I could see what you guys are saying though. Maybe I'm less pessimistic.
Got to do something.
So Cam, what are you thinking?
I'm more pessimistic because it's the Falcons.
You think they win the division or they make the playoffs as a wild card? I think they got to win the division. You can't.
They got to win the division.
You're not getting 2 teams out of the freaking NFC South.
Not 2 teams out of that division.
So what do you got? 9, 10 wins? What do you think?
I give them 9, maybe 10.
9. Okay, 9 and 8. Okay,
9 and 8. Maybe 10.
Andrew, thumbs up or thumbs down for Tua Tagovailoa and the Falcons?
Maybe like 7.
I'm with you. I'm with you. 6 or 7. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. All right, we'll keep an eye on the Madden game here. 31-13 here in the fourth quarter, late stages here. That fourth quarter brought to you by good friends at 902 Brewing Company. Located in Jersey City, they are a craft brewery. They're producing those ales and lagers. Got about 20 different varieties of ales and lagers there. Handcrafted beers in the best atmosphere. Created good times made right there in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room. They host a variety of events as well. And they got the rooftop, guys. And it overlooks beautiful Manhattan, Lower Manhattan with the Hudson River and also the World Trade Center. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. And we're back here inside of Pizza Masters. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. Pizza Masters. Everyone is family here at Pizza Masters. Enjoy home-style cooking in a warm and relaxed atmosphere. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League. Free agency is here. Also got a couple gamers here playing for cash and prizes. The intersection of sports and gaming, hence the word ISG. As we talk the latest in the world of the NFL, got these gamers here playing for cash and prizes. The game is almost over, late stages of the fourth quarter. Huskers, bottom left 10 corner of the screen. He's playing with the Chiefs. They're on defense. He's going to win this game. He's up by 18. Little lady, good fight here for about a half. Playing with the Ravens here. She's got the ball. See if she can make this thing even a little closer here with about a minute to go. Got Cam Ridley, top left-hand corner of the screen. Oldest son, former minor league baseball player, also top right-hand corner of the screen there. That is Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, got a couple more topics here. We're going to talk about these real quickly. There are reports here that Travis Kelce, it looks like it is going to happen. He is coming back to the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, he said Taylor Swift, Tay-Tay, provided the inspiration for him to come back. Going to make $12 million, the 36-year-old. He was motivated to return, going to be coming back for his 14th season there with the Kansas City Chiefs. They have a wedding coming up right before training camp as well. So things are looking good for the Chiefs and Travis Kelce. I think this is a no-brainer. He gets Eric Bieniemy back. He talked about that as an OC coming back to join the fold there in KC. Andrew, your thoughts here on Travis Kelce coming back to play another season, his 14th with Kansas City.
Yo, the thought of Taylor Swift inspire him. I dated a winner, and I feel like he can accomplish anything. And on our wedding year, wouldn't it be a fairy tale for both of us to be engaged and go to the Super Bowl? Something crazy along the lines of that. It's frying me thinking about that. Taylor Swift coming to a Super Bowl year near us when it comes to performing at one, too, right? I think that it could go two ways. Obviously, Travis Kelce, you are seeing the fact that he's getting up there in age. Every single time he hits the field, that knee, his shiftiness, his ability to get past the defense, it is becoming less and less commonplace. But one thing that helps, and we're going to talk about a little bit later, is Kenneth Walker Jr., him being there to possibly deceive the defense, take away some of those linebackers from Travis, and then hopefully he can get into the soft spots in the zone and do his damage. Maybe that's a way for him to like stay healthy throughout the course of the season. But man, he's getting up there in age. I assume this has to be the last year because he's squeezing it for everything is worth it this one.
Look, but I mean, he led the Chiefs in, I believe, catches, yards, and touchdowns last year. So he still has something left in the tank. Can you like this here, Travis Kelce going back to KC?
Yeah, I think it's a morality type of thing. You know, he's kind of a leader there. He's been there for years and years and years. And just like you said, they're getting Eric back. So that is huge for their offensive coordination right there. But yes, his performance has taken a dip from him being one of the greatest tight ends we see every year. But I still think he's got it in him, you know. And you know, Pat also said he's glad that he's coming back. But, you know, Taylor Swift, you know, Swifties they're getting it ready, man, because she might be doing the Super Bowl if you know, he continues to keep playing, because that might give her the feeling to do it. But I do like this a lot. I think Travis Kelce is a good tight end. I think that, you know, he'll play decent this year. Maybe not his best years, but he's getting old. Maybe his last year, I would say.
Gotcha. We got about 3 or 4 minutes to go here in the show, guys. Keep it with the Kansas City Chiefs here. Chiefs also signed running back, as you mentioned there, Andrew Richmond, Kenneth Walker III. 3 years, $45 million, 25-year-old, if I'm not mistaken, according to CBS Sports Research, highest paid free agent running back in the history of the National Football League. I didn't realize that, but that's what it says, the highest paid free agent deal for a running back in NFL history. Andrew, your thoughts here with the Seahawks losing Kenneth Walker and going to the Kansas City. We always talked about if Mahomes can get that running game, now you got a 3-time Super Bowl MVP and another Super Bowl MVP all in the same backfield with the Chiefs.
Yeah, having Travis back is nice, but having Kenneth Walker, oh yeah, this can make them dangerous again, along with Eric Bieniemy, because we remember a couple of years ago, that Super Bowl where they won against the 49ers, it was actually Williams that could have actually won the MVP over Patrick Mahomes. They were used to really incorporating that explosive run game in order to take pressure off of Patrick as a scrambler, but then boom, when Patrick does need to scramble, he can stretch the defense and just cause more destruction when it comes to the opposite defense that he's going against. So I love this. They have not had a very good explosive running game in the last couple of years. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, they've held on to him for dear life. I apologize, 3 months they've held on to dear life. So I'm glad they finally have a young, explosive and we do have Pacheco back. Hopefully he looks better.
No, Pacheco is gone. Pacheco signed with, good gracious.
Oh, with the Lions, right? He signed with the Lions, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, well, no more Pacheco, which is great because the last 2 years he was not very explosive because of that leg injury. So hopefully.
But he ran hard, though.
MVP. You get an MVP. This is great.
Right. Cam, you like this? Kenneth Walker from went to Memphis. Started out at Michigan State there.
Yeah,
I
think this is what the best thing the Chiefs could have did. I mean, they still have their 9th pick, in the draft, so they don't have to, pray that Jeremiah Love drops or anything like that. They took care of a need, and they,
a lot of mock drafts had Jeremiah Love going to Kansas City. That would have been scary.
Yeah, it would have been. I don't even know if he's going to drop that far down, but now they don't even have to worry about it. They sign their running back. They get the running game that Pat absolutely needs, and they're going to help, before Pat even gets back. They're going to be able to give it to him. They have a good offensive line. I do like this pick a lot.
Maybe they can get Makai Lemon.
Yeah, both you guys on the record here. I think Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken, I think they got the 2nd or 3rd best odds in the AFC to get to the Super Bowl. I think the Ravens were number 1. Well, that's when they had Maxx Crosby. They don't anymore. So you got the Chiefs. I think they do have a bounce back here. Once again, they get the 3rd place schedule because they finished 3rd place in the division. Yeah. Man, I think the Chiefs gonna win like 12 games. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be scary.
I think they're back on track.
It's gonna be scary.
Yeah, they're back on path. 14-ish type games. I really feel like it.
Wow, 14-3. That'd be crazy.
14. I can't give him that. I'll give him 11 or 12. But 14.
Okay, that's where I'm at. Around 12. All right, we'll keep an eye on all of that, guys. The game is over. We got 1 minute left to go in the show. Let's go ahead and bring in our King of the Hill. Another great victory there for Huskers. Huskers look back and forth early on. Looks like it's almost like a boxing match. You're kind of filling each other out. And he's like, all right, I can go ahead and drop this left hook real quick. What was working for you, especially in that second half?
I felt like I could have got some stops in the first half. It just didn't happen. And then I ended up just playing a little bit better defense and then kind of just took control of the game there as the game went on.
How confident are you right now, man? It seems like you're on a nice little groove right now, man. You're like, you're beating up on a lot of people, man.
Yeah, I'm playing good ball. I started to feel I felt the game out a little bit as the year went on. So I'm just looking to keep that going into the next Madden.
All right, man. Well, there he is, our King of the Hill. We'll see him next week. If you want to be like Huskers or like a little lady, guys, you can join us here. It's all online, ages 13 up. You win cash and other prizes. Weekly King of the Hill format. You win, you do stay on the sticks. Join us now. TheISGShow.com/Madden. TheISGShow.com/Madden. Also, we got the swag. You've seen it. I got the color of purple on tonight, which is the color of royalty. Merchandise, the shop is open. Authentic ISG merch is there. T-shirts, $29.99. Hoodies, $59.99. Exclusively at theisgshow.com/shop. Theisgshow.com/shop. All right, that post-game show brought to you by good friends at Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. They invented deep dish in 1943. Got their identity and their inspiration for their ordinance there in Chicago. The Shot. 100 locations in some 20 states. They also serve more than pizza, folks. They got pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more. Craft beers, great cocktails, and vegetarian dishes. Check them out online, unos.com. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get out of here. It's been a great week here. Thanks to our good friends here on NESN Nation, the Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network for Huskers. Andrea Richmond, our sports reporter down in Atlanta, and my oldest son. I love you, young man. That is Cam Ridley, former minor league baseball player down there in Tampa. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. Thanks for watching ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Enjoy the NFL free agency frenzy. Will anybody else get traded back to their team or the trade null and void? We'll keep an eye on it. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.